Hey guys, Nebris here. Welcome back to another episode of Mindcrack. I am back on the Mindcrack server after a few days of absence because I was working on a project of mine, one that I've been alluding to in a previous posting. I believe it was in the description of the last video. And this is a project I've been working on for almost a year now. And I just finished a major milestone in it. And I'm finally where I want to be to where I announce this project. But first, I need to actually catch up a bit on the goings-on in this server. Apparently a lot's been happening since I've been off for like 3 days. I did a little bit more work on the house. I'm not super impressed with it, and I don't think I ever will be. Getting the angles on this roof, it's really hard, and it's just not coming out right. Been doing this thing where I'm trying to like make the black structure bits a bit more supportive, and I just can't get these angles right, so I'm gonna have to redo it a few more times. And I'm also gonna work on the front sort of facade. I think that's what we'll do, and then maybe a room or two today. I already pretty much have everything I want to do with these rooms planned out already. Well, not planned out in terms of I already know where everything's gonna go. No, I'm not quite there, but I mean, this is obviously gonna be a kitchen, dining room, porch, something, office, bathroom number 1. Oh yeah, we're having bathrooms. Library, I guess, maybe? I have no idea. Sunroom or something. Number 2. And a deck will go here eventually. But before we even get into town, something's been happening. I'm sure you guys are aware. There's this jerk who owns this server, and he took my bed, and he's evil, and we don't like him anymore, and we are going to go over his house, and we have a few things to say about that. So let's see what this good night sleeps thing is all about. Also, I see a lot of progress has been made by other people. Now I'm feeling behind, even though I might be like one of 2 or 3 people that have netherite on this server. Oh, there's some stuff going on at spawn here. I should probably, what do you got here?
Technically,
Got some crazy people.
Are 2 different things.
It's a food truck.
Yeah, technically.
Intervention.
So it's fine. It's
Where's my little
fine.
stall going?
Yeah,
Oh, we're at the books. I need to
You'll be
go
able to grab my dinghy by the
I'll be
sand.
right back.
Is it
Bonkin. Who's doing the Continental?
Don't know.
I don't know. Apparently nobody, because it's been like this for a few days.
Giant board of bacon for no reason.
There's a bacon truck next to
it's
it.
The truck.
Okay, it's part of the truck.
The Bacon Man van.
Yeah, which also doesn't have a name on it.
Do you think when they drive the van off, they have to stick the Bacon Man on top?
I think the
Laid
bacon's
down.
one of those inflatable things.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a wild,
okay.
wacky, inflatable bacon flailing tube.
I forgot that I have a, because I'm using the mods from like my community server, and I forgot that I have a mod for petting frogs. So if I accidentally right-click on people, the heart particles just appear.
Oh,
Oh,
I was hoping you
I
could
don't-
pet us, but okay.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't
it's implied.
think I consent to this.
I need an adult.
That's why I said accidentally.
Go on.
Yeah, you can't see it, but for me, I got the heart particles for clicking on it.
Nebers, Good is very upset that there's never been mending books back in your shop.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
restocked it.
Ah, good. I should remove them all before he gets back
Oh,
on.
God. I'm surprised people haven't just like broken into my
Oh,
to my villager breeder and just
I went in and looked at it
Well,
and then did nothing about it.
Looks like Good's already got a mending book.
I don't
according to
know
the
how
Flash.
he's already got an IOU in there. That's weird.
Yeah.
maybe once more than one. Alrighty, I'm back to exploring, and I see someone else has a happy guest over there. I think that's Chosen's place. I'm gonna go check it out. I've gone ahead and restocked our stall. Apparently we were getting some complaints that we'd run out of product. That's what happens when you don't play for 3 days. But hey, I'm back and it's restocked for a bit. We got another happy guest here. Kind of want to see what this guy's named. There is no name. Okay, we don't have a name. Oh, I came all the way over here for a name. I don't see one. There's a massive crane over there. That's awesome. And we got a pretty cool bridge that I need to build a bridge on my end, so probably get on that sooner rather than later. And this is pretty nice. It's definitely a wider gap than the one I got to span, but I'm gonna try to make it match to some extent. That always bothers me. The little drop there. Oh, there's so much going on in Spawn, but yes, I have decided to join the Sleepers Coalition Against Monopolies, and I will be supporting the Blue Bed group, as it were. Really interested in seeing this train station, see what's going on here. Oh, it's a doggy. Oh, bed traders over here. And we do have a cool house there. I've actually been in there. It's kind of empty last I checked, but that was 3 days ago. Looks like there might have been some progress, but don't want to spoil too much. Got some crazy guy over here with ice. Let's just eat next to him. He's probably trying to talk to me, but I'm deafened as well as muted because I don't want to get interrupted, because apparently Good has done something to my secret underground area that nobody's supposed to know about, which I totally hid from him. Definitely. How the heck did he get that? Because I hid a bed here thinking, oh, this is perfect. They'll never find it. And they found it. They found my secret bed that nobody knows about. This is unacceptable. Alright, let's see what I can do to find a good spot to hide another bed. Let's hide it right here. No one will find it here for sure. I've at least set my respawn there. See, I have this little area dug out. I can't remember if I showed this on camera last time or not, but this is gonna be my secret little underground area of ultimate justice. I'm gonna have a little villager trading spot here, and who knows what's gonna be in the other spots. But that's not today's episode. Today's episode is going to be me doing the house. And we are going to start. Jeez, it's nighttime already. Even though it was not nighttime 5 seconds ago when I needed it to be, but whatever. We are going to start by doing some of the terraforming that I need to do around here to make everything fit. So I am going to get to work on that. I think I actually need some smooth stone before I get to work on that, actually. And I guess while I'm mining that smooth stone, I will talk to you guys about my secret little project that I've been working on. So this is the tunnel all the way down to, what's it called? The trial chamber that we did on like the first day, I think it was. We just cranked out a whole trial chamber. I think all of us got maces from it. something incredibly unlikely. It just worked out for us. But hey, I'm not complaining. No, am I complaining? All right, so here's the deal. A couple of years ago, this was, I think, let's say 2023, probably around this time too, I think it was. I ended up getting pretty sick, and I basically couldn't do much of anything because I just had no energy. And I've really not been a person to actually use TVs. So, like, I probably haven't watched anything on TV in a very long time up until then. And being so sick, I really didn't have anything else to do. I could barely stay awake. I was having trouble even gaming. Of course, there has to be a little hole there. And that led me to needing to watch TV because it was pretty much all I could do at that time. So I started getting back into anime. Now, I've always been a big fan of anime. Even my name, Nebris, is inspired in some small part by an anime. And I grew up on this stuff. I watched, as a kid, I watched Dragon Ball Z and Inuyasha, Gundam Wing, and all the good stuff that was on Cartoon Network back in the day. But after college, I kind of stopped watching. Like, in college, I managed to watch, like, Bleach and Death Note and Code Geass, and I loved those shows. Those are fantastic. But after college, I kind of stopped watching anime. I think from 2010 or so to probably 23, I may have watched 2 or 3 animes that entire time. That would have been the first season of Attack on Titan, the first season of Sword Art Online, and I think there might have been another one, but it's escaping me at this point. But that was basically all the anime I watched. I should get a oh dear. I was gonna say beacon. Where? Like, I hear another skeleton. There you are. Stupid guy. He's so mean. So, where was I? I just got completely derailed by a skeleton. Oh well. So anime. I hadn't watched anime for the longest time, and I got sick and started watching it again. I finished Attack on Titan finally. I think that was right around when it ended as well, so I got to binge the entirety of the last few seasons, which was nice. Then I started watching a lot of the other stuff that was pretty popular and recommended. Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, and they were okay, but I didn't like absolutely love them the way I had loved the anime I'd watched growing up. And I thought maybe that was just because I was older, was a different kind of person, and maybe that is why I didn't sort of resonate with those shows. They're called shonen shows for a reason. It's Japanese for young boy or young man or whatever. So yeah, they're not so much for me, and that's all right. Although I did like Attack on Titan. That was pretty fun, even if it didn't end as well as I might have liked it to, but that happens. They can't all be Code Geass or Full Metal Alchemist. But anyways, I ran out of those sorts of shows, and I started watching isekais. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but so far, literally all of my episode titles have been isekai references. Because boy, did I go down a rabbit hole. I want to say I watched like all of them. Although, funnily enough, I don't think I watched the one that is last episode's title. It's on my list, but basically, I really liked, I really liked a lot of the good ones that I watched. And for those of you who don't know, it's a genre that's basically, it's not a very well regarded genre, to be honest, but it's a genre basically about people getting transported into different worlds. I think that's what it literally means. Isekai, it means other world. And so, like, the main character will be hit by a truck or something, or die in some horrible way, or just get teleported randomly into another universe where they get to explore, they get to live a fun new life, usually. I heard you coming. You can't sneak up on me. You could get really close and explode, though. But you can't sneak all the way up on me. That's right. So once again, I got derailed. Okay, so isekais. I fell in love with a handful of them. Those would be, I think the first one I watched was the slime one. And I didn't absolutely love it, but I liked it a lot. And I think the one I watched after that was ReZero. And I'm probably going to catch a lot of hate saying this, but ReZero was not my favorite. That it would be the title of episode 2 of this Mindcrack series I'm doing. So it wasn't my favorite. I still think it's really good, especially compared to a lot of what else is out there. But yeah, the main character did not really care for him. I know it's he's kind of cringe, and I don't do cringe very well. It's one of the reasons I don't like The Office, despite, like, it's really good, The Office is, until certain scenes with Michael Scott, and I can't watch cringe. It hurts me. I'm too empathetic. At the very least, I'm too pathetic. So yeah, I watched that. I watched Konosuba. I really loved Konosuba. And Mushoku Tensei and Overlord and Gate. Gate's another fantastic isekai. Oh my god, that one's so good. It just, on premise alone, I love it. It's basically the Japanese army goes through a gate to another world, and their technology level is like Roman Empire. And so they're just wiping the floor with them in these battles. It's really awesome. Total dude fantasy thing. But anyway, what was here? Regarding isekais. After you've watched all the good ones, you get this lingering feeling that you want more. You want to see more in this sort of genre. And yeah, I went looking for more. And I certainly found more. The issue is, most of it is really, really hot garbage. It is some of the most disturbingly awful, poorly written things somehow managed to get animes made out of them. I'm talking like, oh my god, maybe 1 or 2 star concepts out of 5 stars. Not 10. Maybe 10. Some of them are pretty bad. But anyways, these were shows that were actually getting made. Oh, looks like we've topped off here. Can trash that. So yeah, these were shows that were actually getting made, which, I mean, that says something. I am going to maybe make use of this chest. It's not mine, but it is now. Okay, where were we? Trash isekai. So, I'm like, okay, these are all really bad, but they still managed to get a series made from them. That's crazy. I could do better than these people. They're awful, But here's the thing. I actually have mad respect for people who can get something like that done. So there's this movie called, I think it's called The Room. I've never actually seen it, but it is widely regarded as the worst movie ever made. It's it's this one crazy guy who doesn't seem to know he's bad at what he's doing as the director and lead actor in this movie. So there's this scene where he's like, no, I did not hit her. I did not. And then it just immediately transitions to like, oh, hi, Mark. It's like, you had to have been there, which I think a lot of people have at least seen that clip. Anyway, I actually have a mad amount of respect for that guy, despite the fact that he is not good, and he might not even know that he's not good. He made a movie, and that's more than a lot of people can say. Like, he made a movie start to finish, and that's awesome. So mad respect for him, even if his movie absolutely sucks by anyone's standard. So after watching all these isekais and other shows, not just isekais, like general fantasy shows, I'm like, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it. And so I decided to write a book. Yep, that's what this is all about. By the way, the title of this episode will likely be another isekai called Ascendance of a Bookworm. I promise I'm not going to just do isekai titles, but they're just working out. It's just working out for me right now, so I'm going to go with the hot hand here. So yes, I have made a book. Well, made a book. I've written a book. And by written a book, I mean I've written the first draft of a book. And this is actually the first time I'm sharing this information with anyone at all. So, like, nobody knows I've been writing this. I decided that if I really want to finish, I needed some sort of motivation. And the motivation I chose, aside from, like, wanting to prove to myself that I could do it, the motivation I chose was I wasn't going to allow myself to tell anyone I was doing it until I finished my first draft, which happened a few hours ago, which is why I'm back on the server, because I kind of wanted to power through that the last few chapters of it. So despite everything I've just said, the book I'm writing is not an isekai. I know, I sort of bait and switched you guys on that. I am not at all sorry, but hey, that's how it is. It's more of it is a high fantasy sort of. It could have very well easily have been an isekai, but I was not in the mood to do that whole. I wasn't in the mood to retread that ground because I'd already in my head tread on it enough. But yeah, I have written a book. It is a fantasy book. I will. On a future episode, I believe I will talk more about just the content of the book. But for now, I will just say that I have written a really nice, well, I hope it's nice, a really lovely fantasy book. It is, I just did the word count on it. It's like 106,000 words. It's got a really cool setting, and I'm actually super happy with it. But here's the thing, I have no idea if it's good or not, because I am not the most avid of readers. In fact, I'm probably one of the least avid of readers. Well, I guess that's not true anymore, but I may not have read a single book in the 2010s. That's how little reading I did back in the day. I don't know why I was digging around that torch. So yeah, nobody in my life yet knows that I've written this book. I've just sort of been doing it on my own for the last year or so, but it's not even been like my one and only focus or anything. It's just something I've done when I've had time. But yeah, so I have a book now. Did I definitely cleared out that gravel. One of these must be a stack of gravel. Which one is it? There you are. Sorry, that was bothering me. I had an unaccounted stack of gravel to worry about. So yeah, I made a book. It's an awesome book. I still have a lot of editing to do. I don't think I'm going to revise it all that much in terms of content. Like, I'm not going to spend months rewriting the whole thing, but there's stuff I want to add. Like, characters need to be renamed, and a few scenes need to be retouched to make things consistent with changes I made throughout the writing process. But yeah, that's what I wanted to announce. I will be a self-published author very soon. I guess I should probably talk about publishing. I have no expectation of getting this thing published in any traditional sense. I just don't think something like that is in the cards for me. The publishing industry is probably not something that I don't see. Where are these random blocks coming from? These random moss blocks? I don't think the publishing industry is looking for what I'm making, so it's probably not gonna try to publish me or anything. I might take a few shots at getting it published in that way, but it's probably not happening, and I'm not expecting it to happen. Instead, I would very much like to publish this on one of those websites that does web novels, which I should probably mention. I've also gotten into those somewhat recently. Because although I haven't read anything in the 2010s, I've not too recently, but like within the last 5 years or so, I've really gotten into books on tape. And once I sort of exhausted the books on tape that I wanted to read, it was mostly fantasy stuff like I hear a witch, like Lord of the Rings, Wheel of Time, Cosmere, that sort of stuff. So I managed to not read, but to listen to all of those, and I did enjoy them quite a bit. But I sort of exhausted that content, apparently, from the stuff I liked and was willing to pay for. And I found a bunch of cool web novels that were basically where a lot of the isekai, a lot of those animes sort of came from that sort of style of content production. And so the website I plan on using is called Royal Road. I don't really know much about how publishing on it works. I've only been using it to read, but I hear people around me. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, I intend to publish my stuff there, and it's gonna be completely free. Like, I have no ambitions of making money off this project, unless, I don't know, some people will like publish, how do I say this? They'll publish things episodically, and so like they'll publish episode 1 and then wait a day and then publish episode 2. And by episode, I kind of meant chapter. So like you get things one chapter at a time, and some people will do Patreons with that where they upload several chapters in advance. So if you really like the story and want to support the author, you can subscribe to their Patreon, get them some money, and that's one way I could make money from this. I don't know if I'll do that or not. I have the whole thing pretty much written, and I want to, I think I will publish it episodically like that, just because that's probably a better way to get more eyes on it. Especially if I have an audience, a pre-existing YouTube audience that will go and check it out. Is there a clownfish here? So yeah, I may or may not also have a Patreon for it if I choose to go that route. Some more iron to play with. I guess this is turning into a low-level caving episode while I continue to ramble. So yeah, writing a book, even though I barely read, and I have never written anything before in my entire life. Despite that, I really don't think it sucks all that much, but who knows? It probably sucks a lot, and I just don't. I don't have the expertise to know, just like that the guy who made that movie I was talking about earlier. Hopefully that's not the case. I like to think of myself as someone who's self-aware, despite the fact that I'm the most awesome person in the world and don't have any flaws whatsoever. There's still the chance that I might have a flaw, even though that's impossible. So, long story short, making a book. I should be done with editing, hopefully within a month or two. Hopefully just a month. I really don't want to spend any longer than I have to. Don't want to spend any more time editing and all that unfun stuff. But it's mostly going to be editing for... What's the word I'm looking for? Editing for quality rather than content. I think I got the content nailed down. Where'd this guy come from? So I will talk more about that in another episode, but for now, that's going to be it for this topic. I guess I will move on to my ambitions regarding my house. So I will be right back with you guys once I'm ready to get started on fixing up my house. See you in a bit. Alrighty, I am back and I'm in front of my base. I'm still not happy with what's going on with the roof. I'll fix it one of these days, but for now, I think I want to start with a retaining wall. So I'm just gonna fill this in. Fill this in as is. Should give me plenty of space. And do I want this to lead to my deck? I think I do. But now that I think about it, I don't want this top layer to be I don't want this top layer to be a whole stone brick. So we're gonna make it partially stone brick. And the rest is going to be stairs. You thought I was gonna go with another block, didn't you? Didn't you? Well, you were wrong. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna need the other half of this. Hold on. Okay, retaining wall. It's nothing crazy. I will make it fancier at some point or another. Maybe put a few spires or something in strategic points. But for the most part, it's just gonna be this. Boop, boop, boom, 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 and then boom. We'll figure out the rest once we do the deck. But for now, we have to do the thing where we fill in the bottom parts. Crap. It's gonna be a bit difficult over here. That's fine. And we can make this fancier later, but for now, I think this is fine. Just one extra block fixes that. Okay, that'll be the end of the retaining wall. I can add a little bit there. Little bit here. That was a click fail. That reminds me, I need to fix my keyboard. I've been having this issue with my keyboard where the space bar sticks. So every once in a while, I'll take my finger off the space bar and it will break. Oh, this is not a winnable solution, is it? Huh. Is this possible? I feel like this should be possible. Oh, but it isn't. Somewhere there has to be a double, like there. And I would have the same problem. It's no good. I think maybe I will just let it be. We'll go from there to there, and then here we'll have the same thing. And we'll put the fence there. Okay. Yeah, there's just this one random bit where it shoots out a bit more, but that's okay. We can do something special here. I still don't have glass for the windows, but I think that's good for the retaining wall. So let's get rid of these guys. I've got ferns and stuff. Oh, yeah, that reminds me, I should get stuff to plant. I'm thinking in terms of flowers, we want red. I'll just grab all of these. I think the only thing I don't have is the peonies. Oh, these high blossoms might be cool too. Oh, and you gotta have azalea bushes. Let's grab that. I don't think I need all these spruce leaves, but we'll keep them just in case. What else did I want to do? Come on, brain. Oh, I remember. I want... Do I seriously not have... Oh, because I don't have any bone meal. That's not true. I have plenty of bone meal. I don't even have to go all the way down to my secret base that nobody knows about to get it. Because I think you can convert these back. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Just gonna plant all these. I don't want to risk planting this and bone mealing it because I think it'll spread to the grass blocks, but maybe it only spreads to non-grass blocks, if you know what I'm saying. Stone blocks. I think that's how it worked. It's been a while. I grabbed a few ferns for no reason. I just saw them growing, so I'm like, I'll grab some ferns. Just in terms of what I can do with these hedges, I think... One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double hedgerow? Might be a good idea. I probably want podzol. Or something other than grass here. So I'm actually gonna save a bit of grass, but let me be right back once I can get my hands on some podzol. We'll see. We don't have to go far for it. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back, and I just first of all, I made a silk shovel of justice because you gotta have that. And I went ahead and planted a bunch of podzol. And here's what I'm thinking about doing. So we're going to add a pair of trees. And then we're hedging up here. So that was 8. I think... See, I don't know how leaf decay works anymore. It's been a long time. But I'm just going to assume that these are effective bushes. Because if they're not, I'm screwed. All right. So looking up, we got some bush action going on there. That doesn't sound too great. I immediately regret calling it that. But I think I want to add some stuff here as well. Let's get rid of some of this dirt. Put you back. Really don't need these mushrooms. That, we'll just pick them up later, I'm sure. But I'm thinking roses are gonna, maybe not. Roses might still be the better option here. If I replace these with roses, it'll look better from behind. Kind of looks like they're inside. Yeah, it's Minecraft. You don't have a lot to work with. It's better than it has been in the past. I'll give them that much. But hey, we got some rose bushes going on. I do think I want to get rid of the grass here. And we're gonna go complete podzol. It's gonna be crazy. And I think I want to do the same thing over here. No one will know that that's also podzol. And that this is also podzol. No, we're just going crazy here. We're doing unthinkable things. Also, I'm gonna have to dig one of those up in order to place a random root. Super important root. Definitely needed a root. I guess since I didn't place that there last time, I shouldn't do it here. Made this really difficult for myself, but hey, no, that one doesn't go there. Happy guest is happy. Okay, so it's the main sort of decoration. Oh yeah, I definitely want to do something with this that isn't brick. We'll figure that out in a bit though. Probably andesite or something. But yeah, that's unimportant. So from a distance, it looks like we have rose bushes. This guy. Oh no, someone killed him. That's the end of the world. But yeah, we got some rose bushes. They're awesome. They're perfect. We're off to a great start. And azaleas. Everyone's gotta have azalea bushes as well. And I think I'm just gonna plant that right there. And then 1, 2, 3, just like that. We got azalea bushes. They're awesome. I think I might. Do I want to do something with fences? Or not fences, but iron gates. Maybe. But I think that's gonna be it for the bushes. Oh, we can put some ferns there. Those don't look very good at all, but hey. It's not like I have to live here. Yeah, this is absolutely horrible. I love it. We'll just put the last one there. Alright, that's part of our thing done. I really need to start moving this stuff out of the way now that I think about it. Random copper block of justice. But I don't feel like doing that right now. Instead, do I want to work on one of these rooms? I have a bathroom. Maybe that's what I'll work on first, because I got this stuff to worry about up here. I should probably actually have this filled in. And I'm gonna need a roof tile. What should I make for roof tiles? Should it be Pale oak planks as a roof? Stop me if I sound crazy. And by roof, I mean ceiling. Obviously not roof. Why would you guys think that? That's crazy of you guys. Are there calcite half slabs in this game yet? It has to be half slabbable, which means not that. Polished diorite might be what we're looking for. Okay, let's see how this looks. First of all, let's light this place up. See, that actually looks better as a floor, if you're asking me. I think that's what I went with over here. Yeah. As a ceiling, do I appreciate those lines? I don't know if I do. Makes it seem segmented to me. Which is more of what I would want here in the calcite. So let's give... See, that looks more bathroom floor. Unfortunately, that means I have to choose a different block for the ceiling. And I'm going to guess it's going to be andesite. I don't know if I have any up here, though. I don't think there's tough. No, I only have the diorite. Thankfully, I did do a bit of pre-mining, because I think you're as tired of the cuts as I am. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, I moved this thing further away, and here I am running back and forth over to it. Just gonna put it here. So if I don't polish it, and we need 8, is this gonna be... It's a good texture roof, I guess. And by roof, I still mean ceiling. You guys, you gotta stop getting this wrong. Alright, so when we take a massive dookie in here, we're gonna be able to look out and see spawn. Take a dookie on spawn. That's right, everyone. Alright. I forget how to make sinks and stuff. But I imagine a cauldron is a good toilet. Let's give it a flap. As for sinks, who knows? And we also need a counter. But I'm thinking toilet here. And counter along the wall. We gotta make a flap. Start. Oh, you know what I could do? Can I do that? If I could block off the view of this block here, I could maybe activate a trapdoor or something. Alright, that's our toilet. That's a great toilet, right, everyone? Oh, we gotta get loo roll. That's gonna be 1 white wool. And an item frame? I think people have done crazier things. With like layered stuff. But I'm not trying to be crazy here. I just want a nice toilet so we can take poops. We're gonna be one of those weird houses that puts the loo roll across from the toilet. So like when you're pooping, you can pull it towards you. Oh god, that's awful. I hate it. I hate it so much. I love it. And let's get that let's get this wood out here, and we'll make. We'll figure something out. Wait, can you not make... Do you have to have 3? You can't make half slabs? Or maybe you just can't use a stone cutter on wood? Because what kind of idiot would do something like that? Alright. Oh, this is perfect. Maybe more item frames for the sinky bits. This looks fantastic. I need something for a mirror. I don't know what that's gonna be though. But I already love my little cabinets. Those are the best things ever. Alright. Dirt. I guess this goes here. Dirt, mud. Ooh, mud. I definitely need to figure out what I want here in terms of a sink. But I think it's going to involve 2 item frames of justice. And I need to make some lanterns at some point or another. Forget the recipe for them. I think it involves iron nuggies. Where did all that iron come from? Plant. That's it? That's it? That is all? Alright, well, I guess I just exhausted my torches. That's okay, I'll survive. Alright, what am I going to use as a sink? I could make buckets of water and put them in item frames. That sounds so stupid. Someone needs to fix this before someone gets hurt. Alright. Trying to think if any of these are worth using, but didn't look like it. You have to go all the way around, or can you shift click them back? That doesn't matter. That is totally a faucet, guys. You understand. You understand. Crap. I don't know what to do. I'd have to get a full block. Hang it right there. That's not great, but it'll have to do. I guess this is a sink. Yeah, those are faucets. You know, we were good. We were doing so well with these, just absolutely perfect. And then this is our sink, and we don't even have a mirror. But you know what, guys? It's Minecraft. We're gonna have to make do with that. This isn't Vintage Story. This isn't like a good voxel game that lets you chisel things. No. I still love Minecraft. Still love it. But that's going to be it for today. I'm going to do some more work off camera that probably won't suck as much as this does. And we're going to fill out a few more rooms. And I'll be back hopefully with another better smelling episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys next time.